Hi, it's Lori, the armchair chef. I've gone over in detail a few things, but I want to go over the box and the packaging more, what I do specifically. Um, I have this one, I've got a brand new label. I haven't put it on the box yet. What I did is I taped the bottom. I've got one piece on the bottom. I've got this size that I'm using. If the boxes pull, I tape across this first to keep it together, and then I do across this way because some of these, the bigger the box, the more it'll pull apart. So I will do that. This is a 14 by 14 by, what was it? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm tired. I've been up all night doing these packaging because I've been taking a lot of breaks. I'm just taking my time. It's my nut off. Cujo hates this. Just so you know, there's different tapes you can buy to start with. You can buy regular tape, and it makes this nasty noise. And then they do buy tape. They do sell tape. I guess they make tape that doesn't make the noise. Well, guess what I'm going to have to start buying because it's terrorizing him. The minute I come over and stand over here, he takes off because he knows I'm going to be making noise. He's going to do it again. So, put my label up here. Put it across the seam. So if somebody opens it, they have to cut through the paper. And you know it's been opened. If you don't, they could split the tape without cutting the label, and you would not. It's possible it could be done so you don't know it's been opened. So I always. Now, if they did the bottom, I did that once. I needed to change some yarn out of a box, and I'm like, oh, I can just open the bottom. So I opened the bottom after I'd already put the label on it. So I guess anybody could do that. I don't think like a criminal because I don't do criminal things, so I'm sure they know all that stuff. But to me, I thought, oh, this is perfect. And then I realized, well, yeah, they could just open it from the bottom maybe. But anyway, those people that took my package could have opened the bottom too, but no, they weren't bright enough. They just ripped the top open. So anyway, so what I do is first is if you'll notice these labels, they have the barcode, the tracking barcode is here, and then you'll have the person's address and then your address, and then you have the information up here. This is not really necessary. This is the part that's really necessary. This tells them that it's been paid. This is really necessary. It tells them where it's going, and it has your tracking number. So first thing I do is I put a tape from one side of the box to the other. See, that's the noise. He's already gone. Down the side, over that tracking number, down the other side, a few inches, and then I tighten it. That will prevent it from getting ripped. It prevents it from getting wet. If the tape's over it, it will prevent damage to that. So then I'll do the top part, which will be on the other side of the gap. And that will go over my name. And I try not to get this wrinkled because sometimes if it comes up, it gets caught and it will come up. Then I don't do another whole strip. I just do a little piece and I put it over the customer's name just to cover that part so it won't get damaged. So if it gets wet or if it gets torn, it's not coming off. And then I turn it over and I do another one on the back, on the bottom. I do one, I'll show you. I'll start on one side, right here. and I go to the other side over here. So it goes across this and gets both sides. And that's all I have to do is one, because this uses a lot of tape. But I've sold 100 boxes and not had one complaint about my packaging. I'm very proud of that. It would be so embarrassing if I would have problems with my boxes and my packaging. Now, it's not saying it'll never happen, because there's always that time when, you know, something's going to run over it, or it's going to get stuck out in the rain and get wet. Well, wintertime I'll probably do better packaging to prevent stuff from getting wet, because you know, it's winter, and we get equipment in the building and it's full of water. And what happens is, when the equipment's lifted up in the dumper to dump the stuff on the belt, the water comes out of it. Packages might not even be wet until the water comes out of the equipment, because it's inside the frame of the equipment, and it comes out and goes all over the belt and the packages. So things will get wet. It happens. If something's really wet to where it's damaged, it's taken off of the floor and is put in a special department, and it's for repackaging. They will do whatever they can take to find out information on the recipient. If they can't find the recipient, they try to find the sender. They repackage it. They use a lot of strapping, and when we get those boxes, you can tell. If you ever get one of those, it's got that white strapping all over it. That means something's happened to it and it's been damaged, and they've repackaged it. So definitely check and make sure everything's in it, because that means it's probably been busted open. A lot of times things, we can't find them to put them back in, so parts will be missing. And a lot of times it's because these are not packed full. They get squished and seams bust open, which is why I put tape, a lot of tape on. And I see stuff that's got like one little piece here, one little piece on the bottom, and it's not stuffed, so this gets pushed in and then it comes apart. I mean, yeah, that's just kind of how it happens. That's how I do my labels. That's how I protect them. That's how I do the box. I put a second layer there. This will end up with 3. One here, and then the original one in the middle, and then over the label. That's 3, 4, 5. 5, 1, 2, 5 full strips. So say that's 1 foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 feet per box on this size. 6 feet of tape on a box. Now, is that a lot? My boxes aren't getting damaged, so I think that's just enough. So, okay, I wanted to show you that, because that's something that's kind of important that people don't talk about either. And if your stuff gets somewhere and it's always being damaged or being reported as damaged, take a look at how you're sending it and put a disclaimer on it. If you need to send something, and you're getting a lot of complaints, do the insurance and make them file the claim. Once you leave it, it's not your responsibility anymore. Make them file the claim for the damage. That's why you buy the insurance on it. If you choose not to do the insurance, you can put a disclaimer on it that once it leaves you, the customer's responsible for it, and it has tracking. So I'm not responsible if it says it's been delivered and it wasn't. There's nothing at that point I can do. The customer can file a claim with their post office. Where's my package? That's what I did. When mine was sent somewhere else, I filed a complaint with my post office. And they called me, which I was totally shocked that they called me. So I don't know. Maybe they know I work for the post office. I don't know. But maybe they do that. That's customer service. That's good customer service. So I'm very happy about that. So I am just getting ready. I'm finishing up my labels and I'm going to head out the door and I'm going to go mail everything and then I'm going to go take a nap because I haven't been to bed yet. And it's like, what? Oh, I don't know. What time is it? Oh, it's 10 a.m. I am very tired. So, but I gotta get going so I can get this stuff mailed. So, okay, just wanted to give you that information. More helpful hints from a postal nut, okay? Your favorite postal nut. Bye.